ever buy a new car and then you sit in the driver's seat, try to figure out what all the buttons do, where everything is, and how cool it is, like this is really my car now. That's how I am with this kayak. I just got this today. This is cool. So I bought my first fishing kayak, and it's bringing a lot of stuff into light. It's simple. It's a fishing kayak. I mean, you know, you get in it, you put it in the water, and you fish. What more is there to it? I'm a little stuffed up because I've had a couple of beers now and a rye, and it stuffs me up. I'll get past it. I'm already past my 20 sneezes, so we're good there. So my whole point with this video is not to talk about how cool this kayak is, because there are plenty of videos out there to tell you all the great, awesome stuff about what this is. If you're wondering, it's a Hobie Mirage Compass Camo Edition. So it's got reverse, the 180 drive. It's cool. But I haven't even had it in the water yet. Here I am in my garage. I don't even know what time it is. It's dark. It could be 10 o'clock for all I know. Sitting on my kayak, stacked on a 5-gallon bucket in some type of in a Rubbermaid bin. Wishing I was on the water. It was 70 something degrees yesterday. Today it's, I don't know, it was in the 40s, I think. You win some, you lose some. My whole point with this tonight, is to talk about spending your money. Or more importantly, what you spend your money on. Stuff or experience? Experience is the winner. So, I've been putting money aside for this for a while. Anything from working a couple hours overtime here or there, which I don't do a lot of because I would rather have time than money, to my book sales on Amazon, which aren't a lot because I don't push my books. You know, if you want to buy them, if somebody sees it and they want to buy it, they buy it. I'm not a good salesman. To our wonderful government stimulus checks that we got a couple of weeks ago, which is basically, I say that none of the money from this purchase came out of my paycheck, but you know what? It did. When I first made the money, the government took some of it away from me as a tax, and in the government stimulus, they gave me, how nice of them, some of my money back. That helped with this too. This entire purchase was because I put money in a savings account and didn't spend it. When it came time that I was ready to buy a fishing kayak, I had enough money. I looked at a lot of different kayaks, but pulling the trigger on a couple thousand plus was a really big deal for me, and I was having a hard time with it. I talked to some people in person, on the internet. Everybody's like, oh yeah, you'll love it, that's great. When it came down to it, there was only one person that was going to push me to buy it or not buy it, and that was my father. So I was at my father's, helping him move a refrigerator, and I told him, you know, between book sales from last year that I didn't spend any money from my stimulus check, the tax money, my own money that the government graciously gave me back to try to boost the economy, to a few overtime hours here and there, I've got enough for this kayak that I've been looking at. But the way things are going right now with this whole virus thing, do I dare spend that money and wipe out my savings account? Or do I save it until all this stuff is over? When I know it's safe, and then I spend the money. And this is exactly what my father said. My father said, so this money you got technically is money that you've put aside that didn't come out of your paycheck. So technically, if you didn't do all this extra stuff, you wouldn't have it. I said, correct. Then he said, so if you don't spend it, this is what's going to happen. You're going to spend it on a hot water heater that breaks for your house. Or you're going to spend it on something when your car breaks down. Or you're going to spend it when your roof leaks during a rainstorm. Life is short. Buy the damn kayak. If your hot water heater goes out, you will have to pull that money out of your butt like you would any other time that you wouldn't have had it, that you didn't have that money set aside. It's inevitable. You will have to do it anyways. If you don't buy the kayak now, you'll spend it on something stupid that you would have spent it on anyways. Buy the damn kayak. So I bought the kayak. The other person that helped me push over the edge was my buddy JP. And he said that spending a lot of money, yeah, but you're not spending it on a thing. This isn't like buying a flat screen TV or buying some cool thing that's just a possession that you're like, hey, I bought that, I own it, it's mine. And you don't do anything with it, you don't get anything out of it. Something like this is an investment, not in money. It's an investment in your happiness. Every time you take this out, it's going to make you happy. This is like buying, and I get that, this is like buying a fly rod. This is like buying a bass boat. I haven't bought anything like this since in 2003. I bought a new Harley, and I got really good miles out of that. I had a really good time for a few years with it. Those were experience. That was an investment and experience, and that's what this is all about. Sorry, it's new. I gotta mess with it. When you spend money on something like this that you're gonna use and it's gonna make you happy, you're investing in your happiness. So, I guess what I'm saying is, if you want to buy the new fishing kayak, buy the damn fishing kayak. And you'll find yourself sitting in a garage at whatever time of night it is, thinking about all that. There's a lot that goes on in your life in a short amount of time. Why? Because life is short. If you don't buy it now, if you have the money and you don't buy it now, well, maybe you'll never have the money again. That's the biggest thing. I just want to get so deep in this, and nobody wants to hear that kind of crap. Let's walk around the kayak. Okay? Okay. It's a Hobie. There it is. See? Look it. Yeah. It's really cool. I already put stickers on it. Look, there's the pedals. Yep, really cool. Great. Look, more stickers I put on it. Yep. See underneath? That's the rudder. There it is. More stickers. Came with a paddle. There's the beer I'm drinking. There's the pedals again. Listen, it's a fishing kayak. You've seen it. You've seen them. If you want an honest review on it, maybe I'll do one sooner or later. But you could probably go on YouTube right now and find 20 reviews on a Hobie Mirage Compass. Why would I do that? I want to tell you more about why you should buy whatever it is you want to buy. Be it a fishing kayak, a bass boat, a Corvette, a fly rod. I really don't care what it is. As long as you are going to get some experiences out of it. Me, from this point on, any books that I write, I'm going to have stories because of this boat. I'm going to have experiences because of this boat. My kids are going to, I will take this to our farm pond, small lake down in Cobleskill, and send my kids out in it one at a time. And they will have stories because I spent the money. And they will remember that cool pedal kayak that Dad had when we were kids that he sent us out on the lake with. It's all about the experiences. If you don't have experiences, as far as I'm concerned, you have nothing. JP just left a little while ago, and we had a really good discussion all about that stuff. You can own all kinds of stuff, and you can make all kinds of money. But if all you're doing is working your ass off and not getting any experiences out of it except for the working part and saying I made all this money, what is the point? There is no point. And that's why I bought this thing. Look at this right here. I'm steering. Oh, I'm going straight. Oh, I'm turning right. Turning left. This is going to be cool. This is going to be awesome. I'm probably going to get some, it's going to be a good workout too. All right, back to my point. Experiences. Spend your money on experiences. Shut your phone off. Get your canoe out. Take that trip you've been wanting to take. Buy that new fishing kayak you've been wanting to buy. Whatever it is. Because life is short. And you're going to regret it if something happens and that money is gone and you spend it on some, pardon my French, some bullshit that you would have had to spend it on anyways. If you would have had to pull that money out of your ass anyways from someplace that didn't exist, but instead you pulled it out of what you were saving up for to go have some real fun, you're going to regret it. Now that I have this and it hasn't even been in the water yet, I would regret not buying it. I just know it. I'll do a real review on it at some point in the water, but who cares about that? I'm telling you. You can find all the reviews you want. My message is, buy the damn boat. I'm going to finish this beer and go to bed and think about calling in sick sometime this week to go make this thing float and see if I can't find a pike or something. Some type of story. Anything. Is it materialistic if there's experiences backed up by it? I don't know. But I'm going to find out. To experience in life.